So this preserve was as big as the state of New Jersey. It had 2 game wardens, one on each end. That guy's Land Rover was broken. They didn't have a budget to fix it, and this guy was going with us. And we're stuck with, well, why? He says, well, we're having a big problem with poachers. Oh, okay. And so
What are they poaching?
Elephants.
Elephants, okay.
Ivory. So we had a very interesting conversation. You got to understand that a good quarter of the team were trainers. We had some old S trainers and my guys and everything. So they're like, well, what do we do if we come across poachers? Oh, we'll talk to them. We'll get their lives back. We'll transform them.
Yeah.
And our guide's translating to the game warden, who's looking increasingly like, what?
Yeah.
I must not be understanding this. So he finally interrupts and says, let me explain this to you, boys. If we come across poachers, we'll kill them. Yeah, just like that. That was how the room went. Like, wait, what?
What did we get into here, boss?
Exactly. We're like, wait, what? And he says, well, what the hell do you think you're going to do? Capture them and then have them come on our trek for a couple weeks?
Man.
They will kill you the first chance they get. Oh.
So I just had a flashback of your ropes course about this crossing over into this other area.
Yeah.
I think you stepped
we
up
just,
enough
we just
with this
transcended
story.
into a different world here. So we're like, oh, okay, well, that's not quite what we signed up for. And out of curiosity, you've got a gun, the game warden. Our guide's got a gun. The rest of us are unarmed. We got assorted knives and machetes and things, but so we're, okay, fine, whatever.
No.
So we get there, then we drive for another half a day to this jump off point, okay? And as we get there, we come to realize one of the things that the poachers did was they would go into an area and set it all on fire and drive the animals somewhere. Well, when our guys flew over it in their plane to scout it, it looked great. But between the time they flew over it and we got there, the poachers had been there. So now this whole area is just burned. So we're like, oh man, it's 85, 90 degrees out. There's this layer of ash. The only thing that didn't burn was apparently anything with thorns on it.
Oh,
And we're ready to go. Oh, and did I mention there's lots of tsetse flies there?
what are tsetse flies?
Tsetse fly is,
They bite?
you know what a horsefly
Oh,
is?
yeah.
Okay.
They bite.
Yeah, it's like a small horsefly, but they bite, and some of them are infected with sleeping sickness.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So, and it turned out, you back to the REI poster boys were slathered with DEET, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're attracting them.
It did. They loved it. It took us 2 days to figure out they're drawn to it. Like, okay, fine. Let's not do that anymore. So now we have the last conversation. Okay, look, here we go. There's these 3 Land Rovers here. In about 10 minutes, they're going to leave. Once they leave, there's no way for us to get out of here except to get to the other end where they're going to pick us up.
Jeez.
All right? So you need to be really clear. If you're not up for this, now's the time to back out. Well, 13 macho guys. Nobody's going to go, oh, I want to go
Who's the
home.
first one to do it?
Exactly. No, I'm scared.
But I bet you wanted to.
No.
Someone would. Somebody had to.
Well, I don't think so. No.
Yeah,
So
you're
the
true, okay.
point was, okay, decision point. Let's go. And they said, because be clear. If somebody gets seriously hurt, you're probably dead because, we didn't have satellite phones or any of that kind of stuff. It'll take days to get to the other end. They won't even be there for 10 days. So let's just be clear about what we're doing. Okay, great. Let's go. So off we go. For 2 days, we're trekking through this ash and stickers, and it's blazing freaking hot. And we had to take a siesta in the middle of the day because it was too hot to move, right? Then we get to some place and start a camp. And this is how your mind goes, right? Plus, our basic ground rules were we're going to walk in silence because we want to be able to experience the land, feel the animals.
It's kind of mindfulness nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. So after about the third quarter of day 2, my head's going, this is just freaking brilliant. Here's how smart you are. You've paid to go on the Bataan Death March.
You paid for this.
It's like, what an idiot. So we found this, we were hiking up this river, which is loosely used term in the dry season. It's kind of like this, creek at some points, stream, what we think of as river, maybe in the wet season, but not now.
Yeah.
And there'd be these big pools in it, and the pools would be where hippos and crocodiles would congregate. And so we'd camp relatively close, because you don't want too close, because both of those things like to come out at night.
Yeah.
Right? So we got to this one pool, and the guy's like, all right, let's have a bet. I dare you to swim across there.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I'll pay you $1 million, $2 million. Like, yeah.
Come on, you can outswim.
Come on,
you can
outswim a crocodile. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Nobody.
While you're holding chicken in the background.
So, day 3, we finally get out of the burn. We're walking, and it's quiet. We're coming quiet, and we come around the bend, and we surprised the pride of lions, who are drinking at the river.
So how many at a pride?
Well, there's not
a
a
lot of
fixed
them?
number. This is like, more than a family. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's good 8 or 9 of them. I wasn't really counting them.
Well, I mean, I'm just
Wasn't
saying,
taking
is it one
inventory
guy,
at that point. Oh no.
Yeah.
And then of all the potential outcomes from that first encounter, we of course somehow engendered the worst, which is the cubs went this way and the adults went that way, and we're in the middle. Not where you want to be.
No.
Now, I'm sure you've been to the circus or the zoo and you've heard a lion roar. It's a
yeah.
pretty impressive sound. When he's from here to your back wall feigning charges at you because she's concerned about their kids and it's personal,
So like 80 to 100 feet.
it vibrates your biology in a whole different way.
Oh man.
And our guide, he's kind of looked like an NFL quarterback. He's quickly dropping back, lobbing a shell into the rifle, right? And we drilled on this kind of stuff. I said, okay, it's real simple. Any big cat that we encounter, whatever you do, don't run.